Alright, if you are seeing this part of the video, I am no longer live, and I will wait a few minutes for people to join. Alright. This is a pop-up live. This was not scheduled. So if you were catching this, to catch me while I was live, which is always good. Alright, we are set up over there. So I'm going to wait a few minutes to get started just to see if some people are around. I know it is a Friday night. But I was working on some stuff that I can actually share with you guys, and so I figured I'd do a quick little pop-up live. So we're going to be working on some fabric tumbler orders that I have going right now. And I know when I did a fabric tumbler tutorial recently, you guys asked to see part 2, and I wasn't able to go live at the time. So I am going to show you guys how to use the trimming tool to do the rims. So this tool, I'm going to go ahead and swap out the blade. This tool is from Amazon though, and it's to help trim the rims on your fabric tumblers. It's super easy to use. The blades do wear out over time, but with the one I ordered, I got extra blades, so it's super easy. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out the blade on that. So all mine is you unscrew the little nut at the top and then just swap out the blade that's in the middle. It's super easy, and this tool has saved me so much time while making these. If you guys are here, say something in the comments so I can see y'all. But yeah, we're gonna work on some fabric tumblers. So let me flip you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so right now I'm just changing the blade on my tool here. Alright, and I'm just taking off these little nuts, and then I'm swapping out the blade. It's gotten kind of dull, and you want a nice sharp blade to get a good clean cut. So I am not adjusting the height or anything, I'm just getting a new blade. You can make these custom heights and everything, which is awesome. But yeah, all you do is you're gonna put all of these washers on the bottom. So you can see it's just a bunch of washers here. You get it to the height you want, set on the plate, and then you're going to set on your blade and put this plate on top. That's it. It's super easy to set up, and these are really inexpensive too. So if you are making fabric tumblers, these are a lifesaver, this little tool. Instead of trying to get a straight line on your own, this thing has come in handy so many times. And I'm just screwing these on. This holds everything in place so it doesn't slip and slide or hurt yourself. Alright, and then you could just use pliers to tighten those little bolts all the way to make sure they are nice and secure and it's not going to move on you because you don't want to hurt yourself. Alright, so this is how you set up that tool. It's super easy. Like I said, you can replace the blades and everything, so it's super nice. This one's from Amazon, and it was less than $20. I know there are a few designs on Etsy as well, but this is just the one that I found first, and so it's the one that I got. Okay, so let me put this stuff away so I don't cut my finger later. But fabric tumblers are definitely some of my best sellers, and they're honestly some of the easiest cups that I make. So it's always good. It's always a good thing to learn how to do, in my opinion. So I have these cups here. These are cups that I've done. You can see there's a lot of excess fabric down here at the bottom. So what I do first is, that's my sticky note with the customer's name. I'm going to just take scissors and trim these rims first on both of these tumblers that I'm going to be working on. This just makes it easier and more level when you're using the tool. So you just snip down and then just trim. So this just, like I said, makes it leveled for when you're using the little tool. It just makes it a little easier. You don't have to trim it first, but I do recommend it. And these are just standard scissors, nothing fancy. All right, and then same on the bottom. And I'm just going along the bottom of the cup. This line, this edge that I'm cutting is going to get trimmed, so it doesn't have to be cute. All right, there we go. So now we're going to use this tool. So like I said, this is the it is the cup edging tool. I guess that's the brand. I got mine off of Amazon. It was super inexpensive, but it comes in handy. So this is just a razor blade. It's obviously very sharp. And you're going to take your cup, and I'm going to hold it sideways to show you guys. You're going to put it level, and you're just going to turn it along that blade. And it's going to cut through this fabric. You're going to have to push a little. It's going to cut through that fabric and give you a nice crisp edge. I kind of wiggle mine as I go, just to make sure it cuts through all the way. And I'm just using nice, consistent pressure while I'm moving it to make sure I keep a straight line. You can hear the difference when it's cutting fabric versus when it's touching the tumbler. So that's a good way to tell if you're pushing hard enough or not. All right. And then you should just be able to pull down and it'll separate. Sometimes while you're turning it, you might lose that pressure, and you just take an X-Acto knife and just cut that little bit that's needed. But you can see that with that minimal pushing, I have a nice clean edge here. Just like that. All right, and see right there, there's one little snag. So all you're gonna do is just take your X-Acto knife. You're gonna take your X-Acto knife and just trim along the line that's already there, and it should pop off pretty easy, and it'll still keep that straight line, so you don't have to freehand the whole thing. Just like that. So super easy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do this one. So you're just gonna push with pressure around the whole cup. And keep pushing around the whole tumbler. All right. All right, and then you should be able to just pull it pretty much right off. Like I said, you might have a couple snagged spots, and at those you just take your X-Acto knife and just go a quick little cut over it. Usually it's only slightly attached still. It should come off really easy, just like that. Like I said, couple spots, you just kind of slice a little along that line that you just made to get those few little snagged spots. And then you're good. And you've got a nice clean edge tumbler. So it'll make it super easy for you to glitter it or paint it or whatever you do. But that's it. That's how you end up trimming them. It's super easy. So now you've got a perfectly trimmed cup. So we're going to do the same for this one. This is a really cute print. It's got a bunch of different sidekicks on it. All right. Sometimes these edges get a little crispy because of the Mod Podge that you used to apply. So they might be a little hard to trim. In that case, if they're too hard to trim, you don't have to trim them. With the scissors, yeah, this one's pretty stuck on there for the most part. So we're just going to trim the bits that I can. And then we'll leave the rest on, and it'll get trimmed off, obviously, when we trim for the glitter. Okay. Alright, so we're just trimming any of the excess off that we can with some scissors. So super easy to trim that part. And then you're going to take your tool, and once again, you're just going to push it, and it's going to cut right through that fabric for you to give you that nice crisp line. And like I said, I like to rotate mine a little as I go to make sure that it is cutting all the way through. You don't have to do that if you could push hard enough. I have very weak hands, so by shaking it back and forth a little bit while maintaining that pressure has helped me a ton. Alright. And then you should just be able to go around and feel it. If you get a couple snag spots, your X-Acto knife will get right in there for you. And you're good. So the top is now trimmed. And then let's trim the bottom. Alright, just twisting around the bottom of the cup. Using some pressure. And there we go. Alright, snag spots. Once again, use your little X-Acto knife. Boom. Super easy. And you just peel it. Like I said, I was making a ton of these things, and like I said, this tool has made it so much easier. All right. So they are all trimmed. What do you guys think? That was like the easiest trimming, and you have nice straight edges now. Super easy, right? So what I do at this point is I tape off this line. I use masking tape. I've used electrical tape. I use whatever tape I have on hand. So right now I have a lot of masking tape, or painter's tape. So that's what I'm gonna use. And you're just gonna take it around the edge of the cup and just tape it off. Super easy, nothing fancy. And I'm literally just going to line it up with this rim and tape it. So that way when you go to glitter, you're not going to get it on your fabric, you're just going to get it on the stainless where you want it. And I'm going to do that on the top and bottom of both of these tumblers. Let me see, do I have a box? There we go. I'm going to use a puzzle box. There we go. Get it so you guys can see it too. So just going to take my tape and tape it off. And then I'm going to show you guys how I glitter mine. I've done Mod Podge, I've done epoxy, and I've done spray adhesive. And one of them just works way better than the rest. All right. And I'm just going to, like I said, tape around the rim, just lining up that tape and spinning it around the cup till it meets. And then I'm just going to press it on really good just so it's adhered. There we go, just like that. So I'm going to do the top the same way. And then we should be good to glitter them. Like I said, fabric tumblers are super easy, super quick. And I think they're a great addition to any tumblers, like tumbler makers, because they are simple. Like they're pretty easy to do. You can get super inexpensive fabric too to keep your Like, super quick, super easy. So there it is, all prepped. Let me prep the other one. But these are both orders. And how I did it with these fabrics is I ordered these fabrics online, and then I post a pre-sale. So then my customers will order their tumblers, and they get to choose their glitter color, which I think is fun. It gives them a way to personalize it, but still not making it fully customized. So I'll put a couple different glitter options, those colors. And it allows them to personalize it, which I know my customers like, but it also makes it still simple enough for me that I don't have to fully personalize. I can just pull their color that they chose, you know? So, super, super easy. Okay, we're almost there. And then I'll show you guys just applying the glitter. It's super simple. And then you seal it and you epoxy. You're probably gonna have to do at least 2 coats of epoxy. Just to cover that glitter. But super simple. Use a quick setting epoxy like the Puzzle Perfect 25, and you could have these done really quick. I do use the Puzzle Perfect 25 on tumblers sometimes. It's worked well for me. It can cause dimples if you do it over a like painted surface, but if you're doing it over like a glittered or something surface, you're usually fine. So there that is. I have already sanded my tumbler, so it is prepped and ready. So I just need to grab some paper. So let me grab some paper, if I can find some. Alright. So I have some paper. And I'm going to, so what I do is I put it on one of my tumbler sticks, and I use spray adhesive. I find that it's the easiest. It adheres the best, it dries the quickest, so it is the quickest way for me to do fabric tumblers. When I apply the fabric, sorry, putting that stick down. When I apply the fabric, I use Mod Podge. It is the best to adhere the fabric, in my opinion. But you could use other methods. I'm trying to grab the stick that's back here. There we go. Trying to grab the stick. You can use other methods, but I find that the spray adhesive works the best. So what I'm actually going to use is this, which is the Mod Podge Gloss Clear Acrylic Sealer. It has worked really well for these for me. So I'm going to spray them. And then I'm going to flip them down here, and I'm just going to shake on the glitter. And it's super easy. So I'm going to flip you guys. I'm trying to think of the best way to show you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it, and then I will flip you guys down. So I'm just going to do the top rim first. So I'm actually just going to hold it. Since it is a big cup, there's plenty of space to hold it. So I'm just going to spray this top rim over here to the side. And I put on a good generous bit. I don't prep my tumbler with color or spray paint at all. I just do the stainless, and it's always looked really good to me. This one is the blue glitter. So let me flip you down real fast so you guys can see the glittering process. Alright, so I just sprayed the rim, and I'm just going to go in with my glitter and sprinkle it on. I'm going to make sure to not get it above that tape, because otherwise it might stick to your tumbler, and you don't want that. And I'm just dumping it on. I'm not trying to do it delicately, y'all. I'm just making sure that the glitter doesn't come up here. It's only touching the tape and down. And then I'm going to tap off all the excess. So I'm just tapping it. And that is the first one. I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and then I will do it again. So I'm going to spray the bottom, all of this silver. I'm going to go ahead and spray that, and then we're going to just keep putting on glitter. Okay. So I'm going to go around the rims. We're going to apply the glitter. Just like that, just tapping it on. And then usually there's a pile of glitter down there, and I'm just going to dip the butt of the tumbler in. That gets the best coverage in my opinion. And then I'm going to just hold it sideways and tap off all of the glitter. Alright, and then while this sealer dries, I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. So I'm going to just clean up this glitter. And I'm going to get my other one ready, which is a purple glitter. I absolutely love this purple that I'm about to show you guys. It is honestly so stunning. Alright, just putting away the blue. There's enough glitter on my floors already. I don't need more. Alright, so there's my paper ready. And then once again, just going to spray the rim. So next time we're going to do this one. And this is going to have this really pretty purple glitter on it. The customer chose purple, which I think was the best option. And this color is Fresh Prince from Peachy. It is so pretty. You could use Mod Podge, epoxy, I mean any adhesive you want to. I just find that this works the best and it dries the fastest. I'm very impatient, and so I don't want to wait forever for Mod Podge or epoxy to dry, especially if I have to do more than one layer. And since I'm not base coating, I sometimes do. So I find that this is the best way to get that coverage and get it on there the quickest. Alright, and now we're going to spray the bottom as well. Alright, and I'm just going to make sure that it covers. It's not going above that tape line though, and then I'm just going to dip it in all the leftover. Hold it sideways to keep the glitter from getting up on the fabric and tap her off. And just like that, it is ready. I am going to do those second coats though. So let me grab the other one again. I'm going to take my ring off so I don't get spray all over it. I just thought about that. I don't want to ruin my rings. Alright, I'm just going to clean up my glitter. I just use copy paper. It is the cheapest. It is the most convenient. Well, maybe not the cheapest, but it's just stuff. I have a whole pack of it on hand, so it's convenient. Alright, so now we've got our paper ready. We're going to get our blue back out. We're going to get our blue back out and coat this again so that way it is blue. So once again, we're just going to take our spray and spray it right on top. Nothing fancy. Alright. And then I'm just going to with the opaly colors like this one, you do have to do 2 layers. There's been a few times that I haven't done 2 layers and it's looked fine because it was on a metallic color. So it covered a lot better. But opal, iridescent, pearlescent, all of those kind of glitters, you're going to want to do 2 layers on. Alright, and then before this sets all the way, I am going to peel off my tape. I'm going to do that over the paper because some glitter is going to fall off. I'm going to be careful not to bump it. But you peel off your tape. And you have your good clean rim. Look at that. Nice, perfect glittered rim. And I've been live for maybe 20 minutes. And I'm about to have 2 of these done. So like I said, they're super easy, and this clear sealer method is the quickest way to get them done. Alright, so I'm just putting the sealer on the bottom half of the glitter one and on the butt of the tumbler. And then we're going to come in and apply our glitter. And then for the bottom, I'm just going to dip it again. And then I'm going to turn it sideways to tap it off. What do you guys think? That was literally the quickest, like, glittered rims ever. All right, and then peel your tape. And done. So I'm gonna let that layer dry, and then I will come in and just seal it one more time really good to make sure that glitter doesn't move while I epoxy it. But this one is just about done. So I will just epoxy it and get about 2 coats on there, and then it'll be done. There are a couple spraying sealer inside, so of course I'm inhaling it. There are a couple glitters down here that would just come off easily. You could just take a piece of tape and tap them off. So let me grab a piece of tape to show you guys that. So literally all these little, there's a couple little specks of glitter around the tumbler that have fallen off, and you can literally just go around and pick them up on the tape. So once I've sealed all of this, I can do that, and that way it'll pick up any of these loose glitters that may be there. I try to get as minimal glitter on top of the fabric as possible. But of course, these are handmade. They're imperfect. There is, you know, there's always that disclaimer of they're not perfect. So there will be maybe a glitter or 2, you know. But you can pick almost all of them off with tape. So, super awesome. Super quick. Yeah, and that one's just about done. So let's finish the other one. I need to learn to go outside to spray things. We're going to put our glitter away. All right. And we're going to finish the purple one. Alright, so this one actually is on a good little size stick that I'm going to hold to make it a little easier. So I'm just going to hold it on the stick. There we go. Got my jar open. Got it ready. And I'm just going to now put on the spray to get it ready. All right, and apply the glitter. Tap off any excess. And then you're going to want to peel your tape. So super simple. What do you guys think? Easy, right? And now I'm going to spray the bottom and apply the second coat of glitter. All right. You can always do the bottom just like this, or you can dip it. Whatever floats your boat, right? All right. And then I'm going to tap it off. And then peel my tape. Super easy. And then, like I said before, you can take a piece of tape and go around and clean up any of the glitter that got on the fabric. Just like this. And this one will be good to go. I'll seal it one more time and then it'll be good to go. So super easy. And honestly, a great seller. Fabric tumblers are super easy to make. They sell for a lot. And they're definitely one of like the higher priced items in my shop, and they always sell. So I definitely think those are awesome. But that is how I glitter my tumblers. So we just trimmed the rims and glittered the tumblers. So super cute. Love the purple on this one. Absolutely love them. And then if you have any questions, you can let me know. But like I said, it's super simple. So here's this one. It's still drying too. This one's got nice pretty blue rims. Super awesome. So nice clean edges. Super easy. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off and get these turning with epoxy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I saw a bunch of you guys pop in and out. So hopefully it was quick and easy. And then I am planning on doing some sublimation tumblers soon. So if you guys want to see anything on that, let me know and I can do that. But Jessica will be going live in about 20 minutes with a bunch of new products. So stay tuned. Usually she has a coupon code if she is doing a launch. But if she doesn't, you can use my code Morgan12, MORGAN 12 for 12% off any order. So good time to stock up on tumblers, new molds, glitter, all the goods, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.